Well, the city, speaking of cuts and rates, is temporarily increasing the tax to stay at hotels over the summer.
It's called MAT, or the Municipal Accommodation Tax, which will be hiked up more than 2 points to 8.5%. The increased rate starts today and will be in effect until the end of July. So joining us live now is Sara Angel, CEO of Greater Toronto Hotel Association, to talk about this municipal accommodation tax. Sara, maybe you can start by talking about which hotels. Is it hotels, motels? What kind of properties will be impacted by this?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It will impact every hotel and motel that's in the city of Toronto.
Okay, that's pretty, that's across the board. Till the end of July, I was curious because it talked about the summer season. Why doesn't it go till August?
Well, I think we've sat with the city of Toronto and we looked at the shortfall that they have for FIFA. This is to cover the costs of FIFA that the city doesn't have enough funding for. So it's starting June 1st and ending July 31st of next year, which is expected to cover the approximate $54 million that is the shortfall. You know, we're disappointed. You know, we have met with the city. We understand the challenges, but Toronto now is going to be the most expensive, the highest taxed city in North America, along with Vancouver, and hosting a FIFA game. So we're disappointed that the tax has to come onto the hotels. Remember, it's not the hotels that pay this tax. It's the visitor that comes to the city.
Yeah, right. And Sara, are you concerned that people will be opting for other options rather than hotels? For example, when I asked you about which properties does this affect, let's say you're an Airbnb owner, will you have to pay a tax on that, or at a hostel, at, you know, a place that says, hey, rooms are for rent?
Airbnbs are also going to be impacted. It will go to 8.5% as well. But at the end of the day, we realize that, and we know that the hotels are the ones that are always compliant with all regulatory issues that are coming. They're the ones adhering to sustainability and improvements and all those things that come along with it. Whereas the Airbnbs sometimes maybe don't always follow the same standards.
And Sara, so beyond talking about it and kind of expressing the, you know, displeasure that the Hotel Association says, you know, regarding this tax, is there much you can really do, or do you just have to collect it and then pass it on?
Yeah, I mean, we've had lots of discussions with the city, and we appreciate and understand the challenges that they're facing with the budget shortfall. There really isn't anything we can do, and the hotels are a pillar of this community and employees. We employ nearly 32,000 people in the Greater Toronto area. There's $2.6 billion of visitor spending in the hotels. There's $2.9 billion sales revenue and 46 million visitors that came to the region in Toronto. So we always argue that we don't want to put the hotels out of the market. It's not so much the one visitor coming to Toronto or the FIFA fan. It's the visitor economy when it comes to meetings and conventions. That's what we're trying to attract to the city. If we price ourselves out of the market and make ourselves the most expensive, then we are going to lose citywides to other cities around North America.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I was even thinking about, you know, doing a staycation, and I was asking, does this apply to Toronto residents or people within Ontario? And I guess it does, right? Sara?
Absolutely, it does. And we've been arguing. We've asked the province to extend the staycation so that people will come and visit Toronto and enjoy the beautiful city that we have. But yes, it will affect Torontonians and locals and Ontarians, this increase to the tax.
All right. That is Sara Angel, CEO of Greater Toronto Hotel Association. Appreciate the time this morning. Thanks so much.